Hey, what is up everybody, Bladecifer here, and today I have for you guys another video of Black Clover Mobile. And inside today's video, guys, we're going to be going over another box review as stated here. We're going to be doing these, of course, at the beginning of every month, as well as at the last week of every month. And then we're mainly going to be taking care of most of these box reviews if you guys also want to get your box reviewed here inside of the Discord or on live stream. So surely do look for those days as well. But we got another box review here, and this one is actually from a person I ended up knowing here named McBurn here, and they ended up showing us a lot of things as well as the usual questions that we do have. So with that being in mind, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you do want your box reviewed as well, jump in the Discord. You may get that very soon. But let's go ahead and get into the video. All right, so taking a look at box, at least McBurn's box here, we have a lot of good things, at least inside the box immediately. These two rows of LRs looking pretty dang nice, and at least starting a third row here, in which we can see the values of what they're going for. They have William already up, got Radies up, and everything like that, as well as they have some of their better units, such as like S2 Charmy and things like that up now. We do see a 5-star Julius as usual, 3-star Charmy, 2-star Mars, which is pretty dang decent here. Looking pretty okay for the dupe side of things here. Nothing too extravagant, but it does look very nice. So I am digging the box a little bit here. I think it's pretty dang well rounded. If they wanted to do mono teams and such like that, of course they already have that in their disposal. But seeing how we now have Julius, you can go ahead and knock yourself out with at least Julius, S2 Charmy, Mr. Yami here in Lotus, or you can go ahead and just get rid of the other DPS being Yami and just put in William, so that doesn't work out. As for a green team here, a good thing that they could possibly end up running is probably going to be Mimosa, Radies. We have Rill here. And then, of course, they could use most likely Baltos if they very also wanted to. Though the only issue with that is they are lacking a green DPS, which is something I am noticing here. But that can easily be replaced as well later on. As for the reds here, if they wanted to use a mono team, go ahead and go with Noelle, Asta, use yourself Sally, and use yourself Finral. I think that would go pretty dang well. Or either you can go ahead and go with Noelle, Asta, Charlotte, and of course Sally as well for the extra booster instead of having a speedster. But overall, looking pretty nice for at least the box. So this is only the first part that we're looking at here. They do have some more stuff immediately shown, so let's go ahead and look at that. We do have the SRs looking pretty decent for the most part, but let's check out the gears. So checking at least Julia's here, we have an attack set as well as a speed set here, in which is doing really good so far. The only thing that I would say for the most part is they need a crit rate set, or at least a crit damage set. Either way, I think that will be a good at least addition to them here. They do have 32k magic attack, which is kind of nice. Kind of wish I could see some of the substats, but they are looking pretty decent with that here. Now, I will state here though, I see some interesting pieces kind of thrown together, but right now I think that's just for the magic attack. If they can go ahead and get that up, that's going to be nice. I do see 71% crit rate, so that's pretty dang good right there. And then of course 65% crit damage, which is looking really nice as well. Also see that the accessories here, we're almost rocking a full UR set, which is very good as well, seeing that they're making this Julius pretty dang strong. So congrats on that one. Not much I would really change other than just specific sets, which will be later on evaluated too. All right, so Mars is doing the full defense the way I would like that as well. Of course, there's nothing wrong with doing this here. I enjoy doing this one the most here. Seeing the CC is kind of low. The only reason for that is because, of course, not fully upgraded. Defense accessories aren't as high. Seeing they're only SSR right now. Once you get a UR and LR defense accessory, that will make a giant difference here. And this is pretty much just using Mars as an impenetrable type wall here. So you would mainly only be just defending with him, not looking for any damage. Of course, you could use the 3 set, meaning it's going to be attack, defense, and most likely speed. It does make a huge difference as well, though that's if you want him to defend / deal some damage. But with this set here, we're looking for that more brick wall style Mars, which this works absolutely amazing. Give you a 23k defense as well. All right, so looking at the next character here, we have Noel, in which the only thing I pretty much have to say with this one is try your hardest to get a good speed set, an enhanced speed set. I think that would make a very good difference here, as well as I am noticing that the magic attack is a little bit lower. So I think the only thing you would have to work on with this is getting up that crit rate substat, as well as a little bit more magic attack on her. But I don't think that McBurn is really focusing on them too much right now. Right, going into the gears that they have themselves a decent bit of LR gears, looking pretty nice in that at least standpoint here. But one of the few things that we are going to be looking at the most here and is not only just the box itself, it's also the other things that he has added with this. So we do see a couple good things that are inside here with his UR pieces. We're not going to go through all of that. We then, of course, have his regular inventory with the materials looking pretty dang nice. I actually see some upgrade materials that are really nice for upgrading your substats. It's kind of good to see. And then we have his actual consumable box, which I do see 333 lobsters as well, which is actually kind of insane. Definitely like that as well. Good, at least preparation. Now going into the cards that they do have for skill pages, looking pretty decent. Almost a fully maxed out Julius card here, so that's actually kind of insane as well. With that, looks pretty decent. I do see that other SSR Darkness card. Personally, for me, I would probably just dupe that up just to get that extra DPS, but of course keeping one on there is kind of nice. I don't know about that Radius card being on Radius himself, but of course, I mean, it is his signature card, so obviously it does have its benefits. But I would say, or at least would suggest, that you would want to try out something a little bit different when it does come down to what Radies would end up wearing here. All right, so now that we've went over all these cards and things of that nature already, let's go ahead and take a look at this one here, checking out at least the other inventory. But now let's get to the questions. Now, this is pretty much in my Discord. If you guys do want to go ahead and jump in, you are welcome to do so. I'm usually in the lounge just kind of chilling or either muted up watching something, so don't be afraid to jump in. We're usually always vibing out. But so far the questions were, number one, how would I improve some of my main units? Now, some of your main units here, in which I am guessing are some of these guys, well, that's the wrong person, that's Dre, are some of these guys here, which I'm guessing there's like Julius and Charmy and these guys. And the main thing I would suggest if you want to improve your main units is definitely focusing a little bit on your accessories a little bit more, as well as a little bit of gearing. Now, gearing is something that you can kind of do at any point in time, or at least for yourself here. I think with the gear that you currently have, with at least your first people that you are showing me here, I think that's pretty decent. So you could very well go ahead and try to start farming like crit rate and crit damage. It honestly just comes down if you want to do so, but I surely do recommend try to do the crit rate one first though, because if you do go ahead and do that crit rate dungeon first, you're able to kind of knock out two birds with one stone. So you can also farm yourself HP gears, which will overall help your charming. I think that's something that will help out your units be a little bit better if you go ahead and do something like that, and it really will improve like your main guys for the most part. Now, the second at least question was, what should I be focusing on here? In which, when it comes down to the focusing on part, he doesn't need more units. We can do with the units that we have. We already have at least 2 teams, so we don't really need to go about, or at least 2 teams. We don't need to go about at least going with a whole different team here. We can go ahead and just work on gears. And I think gears is probably the only thing that he should worry about. Of course, I could argue and say accessories are at least more important because you are missing a lot more accessories on units, but gears and accessories go hand in hand. So either way, you're going to be working on a little bit of both here. So when you're doing your gear farming with the useless gears, try to get up your accessories immediately, because you really want to have at least that whole full team, no matter what, with a full SSR gear, a full SSR accessory set, and then start working on your second team with a full SSR accessory set, or at least the 5 units, as I was saying, attack, defense, healer, debuffer, things like that, accessory sets themselves, in which that will actually help you out quite a lot. Now, that's all honestly up to you, so surely do that when you possibly can. All right, now coming down to our third one here, we have which units that aren't invested should I have to do next. So I'm guessing they're talking about which units should they do next here. Out of all these units, I would definitely suggest getting up Charlotte. She's very much so helpful. But another one can be argued, seeing that they're already getting up, of course, Vanessa and Baltos here. I'm not going to count those two. But another that could be argued, if you don't want to get up Charlotte, I would definitely suggest still getting up Finral. Finral makes a major difference, especially in the buffer lane of things here. So, of course, if you wanted to and you didn't feel like getting up Charlotte, those two should probably be the only ones you go for, which is Charlotte and or Finral. I would definitely suggest getting those two guys up because they will definitely help you out a lot. And then they say, I'm currently stuck on not sure what to do next. Do I just need to get more units? I don't think you need to get units for the most part here. At this point in time, you have enough units. I think you just now need to start focusing on trying to really just buff up your units the most that you possibly can do with just gear. If you're able to do that for the most part, then I think that is perfectly fine for yourself. You don't got to do anything else for the most part. If you haven't done your worlds, like your worlds where you got them to level 4 to get that free dupe chest, of course, for at least your basic characters, you probably focus on that a little bit as well and go ahead and toss your dupes into either Rades here or William. It's honestly up to you. Seeing that season 4 Char is coming out, I would probably suggest not to use William, at least the dupes on William currently, and just wait to season 4 Char if you're gonna like hardcore summon on that. If you're not hardcore summoning, then go ahead and use it for Will. Though I feel like Rades does have more of the utility phase, seeing that he's in a lot more teams in the future. So if you do want to do world grinding, Rades will probably be the best thing to go for. But that's personally just my view on it. You can take that how you will. And without further ado, you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please do smack that like button, which for her, and consider subscribing if you are new. We do daily things like this all the time here, in which if you want your account reviewed, be sure to jump in the Discord, put it in the account review section here. I'm usually always around, so just go ahead and at me there as well. And I will actually take my time with going through a lot of these accounts, going in detail, whether it's on camera, off camera, on stream, it does not matter. I will definitely be trying to get to each and every one of you guys and give y'all the responses that you guys really would like. But without further ado, you guys, take care, and hopefully y'all having a nice January 1st. Peace.